I didn't get to tell you the story of when we were heading home from Chicago. And for the first, almost the whole flight, so it was a 4-hour flight. So for 3.5 hours, I was convinced I was sitting next to Steve-O. And it was so exciting.
Wait, you couldn't actually look, so you just convinced yourself?
Well, so when I walked on, it was a dude in the aisle seat with his hat pulled all the way down, real flat-billed skater boy hat.
Totally.
And it was like that. So I was like, okay, famous person, whatever. So I just slide past him and sit down. And then, of course, we have to wait because there was all these crazy delays for weather.
Yeah.
And so by the time we've taken off and I'm waiting for that seatbelt sign to go off, I have to pee so bad.
Oh my God.
And so I was just like, he was like turned away and it was like all crunched in. So I was like, I absolutely have to give this signal. I'm not trying to talk to you or make small talk. Literally, I'm not going to wait for that sign to go off.
Yeah.
I'm going to get up
the
and
fuck
go
out of my way. I've got to piss. Oh, I've been there. I've done it.
And I planned accordingly. Yes. I didn't choose to wait.
Yes.
Like I was forced to wait.
Yeah.
Thank God. And I'm sorry to say, but it just looked like a crazy old lady came wandering up the aisle, and she had the kind of like long gray hair, and I was like, oh my God, she's going to do it first.
Yes.
And she did.
Good for her.
She did it first.
She broke the seal for you.
She broke the seal for all the people who had to pee. So then she walks back, and the second she passed, I think our aisle was the last one.
Yeah.
The second she passed, I just turned, gave full energy of like, move it.
Yeah.
And then he kind of looked, but I wasn't trying to look in his face because I wanted to make sure he knew I am not trying to talk to you.
Yeah.
And I just jumped up and slid past him and went to the bathroom. And I just looked at the flight attendant and I was like, it's an emergency, and went in. And as I walk in and lock the door, they were like, attention all passengers, stay in your seat.
It's just for you. It's totally just for you.
They announced shame to me. So then at the very end of the flight, he stood up, opened up the overhead, looked at me and said, do you have anything up here? You want me to get down? And I was like, no, because you're not Steve-O, so you can truly go to hell forever.
That whole time.
It was so exciting.
It's weird. I think we're all going to agree that it's weird that you got so excited about Steve-O. Like, I wouldn't have pictured that as like a Karen gets excited about celeb.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you weren't listening all the times I told you, but a huge fan.
What?
No, just kidding. But I used to watch Wild Boys. Wild Boys came on my TV when I lived in a studio apartment. It was broke and literally got like 3 channels.
Yeah.
Somehow I was able to watch that show.
I don't even know what it is.
It was Steve-O and Chris Pontius, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. And they would go all around the world and like dress as bananas and go sit near silverback gorillas.
Oh my God.
Like pranks around the world.
Like pranks to themselves too, almost.
Oh yeah. Like lots of bungee jumping off of bridges that they're both having nervous breakdowns.
I love it.
That kind of stuff, but like
adventure show.
Yeah. I do that all the time on planes, thinking I recognize people. We're flying out of LAX.
Yeah, of course.
Like look around a little bit, but also when people get hidey like that, you're like, why would you be doing this?
Does he have a zit? He probably had a big zit. That's why I'd hide.
He looked like a regular guy when he stood up.
Oh, like not even a hot skater? Come on.
I mean,
let's get skater.
They're like, Karen, that was George Clooney. Like, oh, I thought it was Steve-O.
I don't give a shit. I love the idea of you like, get out of my way, George Clooney. Steve-O's right there. I got to talk to him, get a photo.
Here's the thing. I feel like I know Steve-O better than I know George Clooney. Of course. So it is that thing of like, you feel like you're the boy from high school that got famous.
Yeah.
Not just a celebrity.
Not the famous guy.
Right.
That makes sense.